normally quiet briefing room turned into the noisiest place in the entire building. As one of the production staff of the variety show Star Vibes, I've become accustomed to a wide variety of moods. There are artists who come in with nervous expressions. There are those who are silent all the time. And there are also those who are full of authority. But that day was different. The presence of Chen Zhe Yuan and Li Qin in one room creates an unexpected combination of energy between spontaneous hubbub and sarcastic calmness, which, on the contrary, results in a harmonious and at the same time funny atmosphere. From the beginning, the atmosphere was different. Chen Zhe Yuan came in at a leisurely pace, carrying a jumbo-sized cup of coffee and a smile that seemed to never run out of steam. He greeted everyone warmly, even going so far as to praise the lighting team simply because the lights felt like spring sunshine. Meanwhile, Li Qin appeared shortly afterwards with his trademark elegant and calm style, yet with a look that seemed to say, I knew he was going to make a little mess today. And sure enough, shortly after the briefing began, the room turned into an unscripted comedy stage. The producer tried to start with a serious tone, explaining the schedule and responsibilities of each. But somehow, every supposedly formal explanation turned into an indirect joke due to Chen Zhe Yuan's overly expressive expression. He nodded excessively, looked at the briefing board like he was studying a complicated theory, and occasionally wrote notes on blank paper as if he were taking notes on important things, even though the pen he was using didn't even have ink. While Li Qin sat next to him, holding back a smile with a calm style, it was almost like a professional audience in a humorous show of the situation. When the producers discussed the shooting part for the promotional segment, the atmosphere began to spiral out of control. Chen Zhe Yuan tried to demonstrate a natural pose in front of the camera, but instead looked like he was doing light yoga. His every move sparked a little laughter among the crew. Surprisingly, Li Qin didn't need to do much to make the moment even funnier. Just with his flat gaze and faint smile, everyone knew he was judging his co-star's behavior with an almost heroic patience. From my point of view, their working relationship looks like two worlds balancing each other. Chen Zhe Yuan was like a small storm that brought laughter wherever it went, while in Li Qin was a cool breeze that laughed at the storm in silence. When one is excessive, the other calms down with subtle gestures. While one makes the room rumble with its jokes, the other adds a subtle touch of humor that makes it all feel more intelligent and flow naturally. In the camera training session, the atmosphere is getting out of control. Chen Zhe Yuan seems to have a personal mission to make everyone on set laugh before the cameras actually record. He plays his expression with an incredible level of agility, from a serious face as if a film noir actor, changing in a matter of seconds to an innocent expression like a child who has just found candy. Li Qin still maintained his composure, but the expression in his eyes was already beginning to be unable to hide his amusement. In my heart, I felt like they were a pair of unscripted showmen who understood each other's comedic timings without the need for a word. When switching to a promotional photo session, funny moments again occurred. Chen Zhe Yuan was busy watching every strand of her hair, twisting her body looking for the best side, while Li Qin just stood quietly, leaning her weight on one leg, looking graceful without any effort. Ironically, the more Chen Zhe Yuan tried to look perfect, the funnier it turned out. Li Qin seemed to enjoy the little mess, and for some reason, the combination of the two actually made the working atmosphere lighter. I saw photographers repeatedly lowering their cameras because they couldn't help but laugh, especially when Chen Zhe Yuan suddenly changed poses dramatically like he was at a fashion magazine photo shoot, while Li Qin just glanced at him briefly and smiled faintly, as if to say, "All right, just go ahead with your show." And sure enough, their photos are amazingly natural. The laughter behind the scenes seems to create some kind of visual magic. Their smiles seem sincere, their gazes warm, and the interaction of the two radiates a comfort that is difficult to make up. The briefing session continued with the Icebreaker game prepared by the creative team. Usually, these sessions are just a formality so that the artist feels more relaxed before performing. However, when Chen Zhe Yuan and Li Qin got involved, the simple game turned into the most entertaining spectacle of the morning. Every time Zhe Yuan made a small mistake, his expression was too dramatic, making everyone in the room difficult to hold back laughter. Whereas Li Qin showed his humorous side in a subtle way. He didn't say much, but his half-amused, half-resigned facial expression was enough to make anyone laugh louder than they should. There's something special about the way they carry themselves. There is no awkwardness or distance between the two. Despite the opposite styles, their interaction feels harmonious. Chen Zhe Yuan with his spontaneity and cheerfulness, and Li Qin with his infectious calmness. They're like two different notes, but blend together to create a unique harmony, one light but pleasant working melody. What was most impressive was how their laughter spread throughout the team. The timekeepers, makeup artists, and even the normally silent camera technicians laughed along the way. Every time Chen Zhe Yuan made a new silliness, Li Qin responded with an elegant gesture, yet full of subtle innuendo that enriched the atmosphere. And without them knowing it, that interaction makes everyone feel more relaxed, closer, and better prepared for a long day. When the briefing session ended, the room was still filled with smiles. Not a single one looked tired, although in fact the work had not yet begun. The positive energy of the two stars is really contagious. Chen Zhe Yuan came out in style like a hero who had just completed an important mission, while Li Qin walked behind him with graceful steps and a smile that was difficult to interpret between fatigue and amusement. But clearly, both left a trace of a warm atmosphere in the room. From my point of view as an observer, that day felt special. Not because of a big achievement or an emotional moment, but because of a little honest laugh. Behind the glamorous image of the entertainment world, moments like this are rarely seen. Usually, briefings are a rigid and fast thing. Everyone is busy chasing schedules, memorizing points, or focusing on the camera. But that day, thanks to Chen Zhe Yuan's cheerful energy and Li Qin's elegant antics, everything felt more human. They show that professionalism does not always have to be rigid. That humor can be the most effective bridge for building cooperation. Li Qin gently reminded all that calmness can also be a form of antics, while Chen Zhe Yuan taught that sincere spontaneity is able to break the ice even before the camera shoots anything. When I wrote the post-briefing report, I added a small note. Today, the atmosphere of the briefing was full of laughter and harmony. Both talents bring positive energy and make the whole team work more lightly. Simple, but I know that sentence holds great meaning. Because in a world of work that is often colored by pressure and busyness, their laughter is a breath of fresh air. That moment may not appear on the screen, will not be part of any events or be included in any promotional clips. But for those of us behind the scenes, the humorous moment left a deep impression. Every time I remember it, I smile to myself, remembering how two different personalities can combine to create the perfect balance between hard work and light laughter. That day proved that behind the camera spotlight and the image of big stars, Chen Zhe Yuan and Li Qin are just two ordinary mortals who know how to enjoy their work in the most sincere way, by laughing together. And perhaps it is the most beautiful form of professionalism I have ever witnessed.